This is a video chart presentation of International Tower Hill Mines Limited. It's a New York Stock Exchange market listed company trading our ticker THM. I was looking through charts and looking at miners today, and I noticed a lot have put together a real nice bounce over the last week or so. THM is one that hasn't, but it does look like this long-legged doji on Wednesday could be signaling a nice bounce or reversal, and then on Thursday stock closed up over 7% on a little bit of an increase in volume up to 400,000 shares traded. Still a gap left open to right here around $1.18, and this is a chart I just want to keep an eye on. See if this bounce is going to continue, because from this dollar price point, the percentage gains can come pretty quickly. MACD is starting to make a higher low. Looks like a bullish cross is going to be happening. Now, of course, the long-term trend is definitely down, but coming off this PPO ADX pinch, with the MACD starting to trend upward, again, could be giving signs of an overall reversal. Generally, on a second PPO ADX pinch, I like to see it trending upward. I feel a little bit stronger about a reversal if that's happening, not coming through and making lower lows, but it's still a classic technical reversal position, and worth keeping an eye on it for that reason. MFIs down in oversold territory, should be expected. Stock just now starting to put a bounce together. A little bit of an upward turn. It can only be said that it's going the right direction at this point. Other than that, not getting a lot from it. Similar mentality with the accumulation distribution. Looks like it's trying to find a bottom. Nice bounce with some buying pressure coming in. Shaking money flow. Still in the red, meaning that selling pressure over the last 20 periods is outweighing buying pressure, but definitely moving the right way, making the higher low, moving back towards zero, saying that the buying and selling pressure is equalizing. CCI, pretty sharp upward climb, back above negative 100. Full still, just now starting to rotate, still in oversold territory, signaling the momentum is still very bearish at this point. And the trick, it's a lagging indicator. It gauges trend like the MACD, but definitely moves much slower. You can see it hasn't even begun to make a rotation yet at this point. Relative strength index, showing some momentum's coming into the play. And you can read that into candles by this long-legged doji. That's why it's a reversal candle. Stock was getting beat up, went all the way down to 88 cents on Wednesday. But before the close, buying pressure came in. Stock pulled back up to close where it opened the day. And that was followed up on Thursday with some more buying pressure and closing upward near the high of the day. That sort of buying pressure is what will turn the momentum and get the RSI churning upward. Now what I'd be looking for in the candles is a definite resistance point right there around $1.10. You see the gap that was left open when the stock fell through. Price hasn't been able to push back through that $1.10 mark, even though it tried the day after the gap down. And even on Monday, tried to put together a little rise, got up to $1.07 before it met some more resistance. So I'd look for that spot to be a secondary area of resistance that'll be a little tough on it. If it can push through that mark, I'd look for it to fill this gap, which I'm just going to assume is right around $1.18, which may not seem like much, but closing at $1.04, that's a 13-14% move, which is a pretty nice upside to a resistance point, given the fact that I'd be looking for the stock try and draw some support at $1. It was just a tiny area of resistance, and it finally pushed through it on Thursday. I'd look for that to hold. Of course, it gets bottom support at 88 cents, but that's a little bit too far away. I think if it falls back down and breaks through $1, the odds of it testing that 88-cent mark again are really increased. So I'd look for it to hold the buck mark at this point, and to see if the trend and momentum indicators are going to continue their reversal to take out $1.10 and move towards that gap. Now beyond that, I see some more resistance up around $1.30. There's an area of some static support. It's even stronger actually at $1.40, but I'd look for it to pick up around $1.30, because here comes the 50-day moving average as well, which is going to lend some dynamic resistance, and that's a pretty hefty bounce off the bottom. So if the move did happen, I suspect there'd be some profit taking at an area of resistance like that. It's an interesting chart though. See if this one hops on board with other miners to put together a nice little spike. I'd look for volume, try and pick up a little bit more even, to lend support to the idea that the chart's going to have a nice bounce. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the THM chart, but as always, it's merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.